and welcome to the Meadow. I'm Miss Dallity, head of the Misty Meadow. In today's video, we are going to be redesigning some of my oldest OCs. If you've seen any of my videos before today, you'll know that I used to be a GACHA tuber, but not all of my series actually came to fruition. But today, we are going to change that and give them a makeover. Yippee! To start off, I went ahead and sketched out the original designs of all the characters. And by all, I mean 4. When I originally made the series, there were 5 main characters, I want to say. One of them was a bully. It was some weird antagonist thing. But I went ahead and shortened the cast down to 4. So 4 main characters. Their names are Hie, Carmelite, Grace, and Jackson. This will probably change. But they were elementals. Grace is the one on the far left. She was a fantasy elemental. The next to her is Carmelite. She was a heaven elemental. And then there was Hie, who was her twin sister, and she was a hell elemental. It was some weird backstory thing. And then there was Jackson, who was a life elemental, which, honestly, now I think about it, I'm pretty sure he was a bully too. I don't know what I was actually doing here. It was really strange, honestly, very strange. But this was the first ever series I actually animated, and it's kind of bad. Yeah, I really don't know what I was doing, but they need some TLC, and we are going to give it to them. So right now I'm just coloring them in with, all their old colors. Carmelite's skin color did not look good with the rest of it. It's just like green. I don't know. It wasn't my intention, but they were all also like half-breeds, I guess. Carmelite was like an angel wolf. Hie was a demon wolf. Grace was a fairy and a deer. And Jackson was, I have no idea. I don't know what he was. I don't. You could tell I had no knowledge of what good character design looked like, because Hie and Carmelite literally look the exact same. Honestly, the only thing that differentiates them is their color schemes, which isn't great, in my opinion. I think Grace might have had one of the better color schemes. I prefer it. Jackson's hair looked nice too. But I had no idea what I was doing. I was just using random things and putting them together. Also, in case you can't tell, I'm like low-key sick. But anyways, here we are. Okay, yay! The redesigns. Okay, so I started with, I started with Grace. This is Grace, guys. I really struggled finding a nice pose for her. I'm bad at posing, but I decided to go ahead and change her element. She is no longer fantasy, because that is extremely vague and extremely overpowered. She is now going to be like bug, insect thing, I guess. Oh my gosh, when I first made the series, it was actually like low-key kind of crazy. But I didn't just redesign. Guys, I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I just put them into poses. I got all of their poses for it. Look at me, I'm so smart. I don't know if I already said this. I have really short-term memory. In case you can't tell, I am sick a little bit, so pardon my congestion. I went ahead and decided to actually space them out enough this time, because when I was doing the sketches, I did not, and their wings were all on top of each other, and I wasn't planning on giving them wings anymore anyways, but like, I should probably give them some space. Alright, so Jackson, I don't know, I really struggled with the pose for him, because he was like my least developed character when I originally made the series, and he probably is still my least developed character right now. but I went ahead and got them all on their own layer, and now we can do Grace. So I made her like a bugged insect sort of theme power now. So when I originally made her, she was like sort of like, she had no personality. Everyone had the same personality, to be honest, except for the bullies who shared one collective mean personality. But now I want her to be like a bit more shy, a bit more reserved, but she's still really kind. That's the sort of thing I'm going for. I really like the pink in her color scheme, so I did what I could to keep that. Here you can see I was trying to play with the idea of the bug. I didn't know. I wanted to give her antenna. I decided against it. And I kind of like the skirt thing that I had going on, where I just got rid of it, but like those two flaps at the top are going to be like wings. I really like that idea, so instead I just made it into a shawl. So now she has like a sort of shawl thing that looks like wings. I decided to base her off of like a dragonfly, because big dragonflies exist. I googled it. It was right there. Trust what you see on the internet, everyone. Woohoo! I want to do like pigtails or something, because like, you know, like two antenna, like shape symbolism, I don't know. But pigtails didn't seem right. So I ended up not going with what you see there. But I kind of made it like ribbons sticking out of her buns. Then she has like, I gave her short hair, but don't worry, I'm gonna change it, because I like long hair. I think I changed it. Yeah, there we go. I did change it. Guys, I know what I'm doing. Okay, hooray! Shoes was always the part I struggle with. I gave her heels, because who cares if it's not functional? It's cute, and I like heels, okay? Then I drew a peace sign, because I don't know what to do with hands. And I went ahead, cleaned it up a bit, cleaned up the sketch. And look at her, she's so cute. I colored her in. Oh, whoa, I'm so glad I flipped that, because why did that need so much liquefying? That was not pretty. Then I went into, I gave it line art. Guys, it's so pretty. Line art. Okay. I always struggle with like line art, because like you can see that chin is not where it should be, you know? So I had to fix that. I gave her some cute eyes. I don't know what race she's gonna be. When I was like younger, the only races that existed to me were like black and white. That was just, I don't know, I knew there were other races like Hispanic and Native American, but like the only thing in my brain was black and white. So she was black, but I don't want the whole cast to just be like 3 black characters and 1 white dude. That just sounds a little strange to me. So I think she'll be more, I don't know, maybe like more Hispanic coded. Actually, no, I think she'd be more Native American coded. I didn't want to use pure black for the hair, because pure black is just not pretty to me. Like, I like pure black, it's great and all, but like, no one's hair is pure black. Like, it's gonna be like a sort of grayish because of the light and stuff. And I originally had that to be like hair, little things coming out of the buns, but I changed my mind later. Very soon, actually. You'll see it in a second. Or maybe not. I don't know. I really don't know what I was doing. But here's her shawl. I made like the edges. I was looking at the reference for the dragonfly here, and like the edges of the wings were like a really dark pink. And I was like, okay, I like it. It's giving. And then I went ahead and I colored the shirt pink as well, and then I put it underneath the shawl to show it's translucent, and she has a gradient on the skirt. And pay attention to the shawl and the skirt, because those are going to be repeating patterns. And look at those heels. Wow, they're stunning. They're so pretty. Gave her little bracelets, and I painted her nails because she's just so silly. Then I gave her like a little belly ring and the necklace and the bracelets. She's so fashionable. I gave her green eyes because pink eyes is just too much pink. And green is like a contrasting color, and I like that. So here it is, I changed it to ribbons, and so it's pink, and then it wraps around her buns right there, you can see. And she's just so pretty. Okay, next I did Carmelide. Really, I do need to change these names, because I really did just, when I was on GACHA Life, there's like a random name generator button, and I was just spamming that until I got one. I was like, wow, this is so unique, so cool, I'm gonna use it. But I don't really like it much anymore. I'm gonna change their names. I don't know to what. But I also changed her element. She's not heaven anymore, because again, that's super vague and really overpowered. So I made her something like virtue. Like, give her Wonder Woman's lasso of truth, but like not actually. She was the main character, but when I was looking through the screenshots I had, you can see one in the upper left corner I'm using as reference. When I was looking through those screenshots, Hallie seemed like much more of the main character. Like, Carmine was supposed to be the main character, and she was like based off of me and stuff, and I don't know what I was doing, to be honest, but I paid so much more attention to Hallie. Like, I gave her a whole backstory, showed her perspective of the backstory, and she had like, when they left school, we went home with Hallie and stuff, and I was like, okay, I clearly paid more attention to Hallie, so I'll make her the main character. But anyways, back to Carmelide. I really gotta change that name. Oh my gosh. If you have name suggestions, comment them down, because I don't like Carmelide. Okay, anyways. Grace is okay, but I might change her name too. I think I'm gonna change all their names. But for Carmelide, I gave her like a little like turtleneck sort of thing, and she really just looks so majestic. Look at that skirt thing. And for her like head accessory, I gave her like a, like, it almost looks like a halo. It's like a halo around her head, because virtue. Yeah, I couldn't tell if I liked the skirt or not, but I decided I liked it. Instead of giving her actual shoes, I gave her like sandals. Like, have you seen Winx Club and like, you know, Enchantix? Because those shoes were totally inspired off of that. And she was like totally not how I positioned her, I wanted her to be when I flipped it. So I fixed it. You see how she also has a shawl? Like I told you guys, repeating patterns, because if you watch any good magical girl show, you know they have certain things that are like similar between all of them. Oh, I'm so sick. Oh my gosh. Whoa, what was that? I am so sorry. I will be right back. 1 second. Okay, we're back. I had to blow my nose, but now we're coloring her in, and you can see I made her skin like a lot less gray. It just looked really gray to me. I don't know, I didn't really like it. So yeah, her skin's not gray now, and I got really lazy with the coloring, so I just outlined everything and color filled it, because why work smarter when you can work harder? I kept with like the teal color scheme for her. I thought it looked really nice, teal, and it does kind of give like innocence and honesty. I tried to go with white for the shoes. I think I ended up changing that later. But oh my gosh, is that a gradient on the skirt we just saw? Is that a repeating pattern? Whoa! But yeah, I gave her yellow eyes, and I made her hair white because that looks cool, and you guys can't judge me because it's my opinion and I'm entitled to my opinion. I'm not an entitled person. You have to believe me. She just looks so cute. Look at her. Wow. So pretty. I did not change it. I lied to you guys. Now it's Hallie. I also didn't want to go with Hell for her elemental. I changed all of their elements, just by the way, because again, overpowered and vague. So I made it Chaos, which I didn't really want to go with it because I was like, oh, but that sounds almost villainous. But I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's break the status quo. Let's divert the expectations. I don't know what the phrase is. But yeah, I was like, you know what? Let's do it. I really struggled with the pose here again. I'm bad at doing arms, and I'm bad at hands on hip poses, but I tried it anyways because it felt nice, and now that I'm looking at it, I really don't like the left arm. But that's okay. It's okay, guys. We don't have to stress about it. I also gave her a shawl. But, when I originally made it, she was like the sporty one, you know? So I didn't want to give her a skirt. So I gave her pants. And they kind of look like clown pants. I don't know why. I gave her pigtails because I think that's silly. And they're really pointy to emphasize, like, it's sort of chaotic. And that's why her bangs are also pointy. She's smiling because she's just having a good time. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the new magic system. So originally, it was just like, you know, hated child sort of a thing where they all go to school and they all transform. And it was my first ever series. Cut me some slack, right? But I decided I don't want to be like elementals. I want it to be like they go to a school, right? They're still going to school because I'm not good at writing anything that doesn't revolve around a school. But I was thinking maybe they'd be like granted like creatures who can like bless them with a gift. This was highly inspired off of this one Miraculous Ladybug redesign I saw, where there's sort of playing with the concept of France is like a super popular country. So what if the Akumas and the Miraculouses are like a tourist attraction, and so you have to like try out to be a Miraculous holder, then it switches every season. Different, like the villains are also part of the gimmick. I really liked that idea, so I was thinking of something maybe similar to that. I don't want Hallie and Carmelide to be related anymore, I don't think. If they are still related, maybe they'd be like half sisters. There'd be a lot of side characters. Like I made like a whole list. Hear me out. So the main group is Grace, Hallie, Carmelide, and Jackson. And there'd be some side characters who are from my other oh my gosh, GLMVs, where I was rewatching all of those and I was like, all these characters I never did anything with after the music video. So I was thinking of bringing some of them back. I wrote down all their elements. Here you can see I was sort of struggling with the colors for Hallie. Anyways, completely unrelated. Oh, that's a really good color scheme. I'm proud of myself for that one. But yeah, so Grace would be Insect. Hallie, I think I'm gonna make her the main character out of all of them. She's Chaos, Carmelide's Virtue. Jackson is Toxicity, which we're working on right now. Hey, Jackson! Woohoo! One of the bullies was Shade. I think I'd make him a villain, and he would be like necromancy. Ooh, scary. Iris is another one. In the top left, you can see she's a pixie, the dark pixie, and I decided I'd make her like Beast, because that sounds cool to me. These two people were like twins in a music video. They were like dark and light. Someone else was love, someone else was ice, someone else was dreams. The girl right there, Annabelle, I got rid of her. She doesn't exist anymore because she is just a redundant character. She was a copy and paste. Iris and Annabelle were like the same person. I'm thinking like the villains would still attend the school. They'd work undercover, so like they're like evil, and they work undercover for a big bad. And maybe if we kept Annabelle, she could be the big bad. Yeah, Annabelle was the big bad, and she could be like a possible alumni. But anyways, let's talk about Jackson. Okay, so he's Toxicity. In my brain, I was thinking like poison sort of a thing, and so his shawl is like drippy, like a drips of poison. And he was actually the hardest person for me to design, strictly because I'm not good at doing men. I don't draw guys that much, and I literally Googled like fantasy masculine outfits to try to figure out what to do for him. I almost gave him sandals like I did with Carmelite, but I felt like that would be really redundant, you know? So, yeah, I don't draw men much. You have to cut me some slack here. Don't worry, these shoes are not staying. I'm changing his shoes so much. He's going to be like in a relationship with Grace. They're going to be dating, because I had that and it made no sense because he was still a bully. He never even had a redemption arc, but I was like, you know what? They're cute. I need a relationship somewhere in here. So they're going to be dating. Yay! You guys should be clapping right now. But yeah, I gave him like these fantasy looking boots that I thought were pretty cool that I saw on Google. And got those laces. Wow, look at that. For some reason on the right, like the laces are going all the way down the entire front of the shoe. So I fixed that, don't worry, because that makes no sense. But yeah, I fantastic. Woohoo. So yeah, he's Toxicity. He's pretty cool. Love him. He's amazing. Wow, this is a really long speed paint. How has you guys' day been? You guys excited for Halloween? That's coming up soon for me. That's like in a few days. Here are his pants. Hooray! They're like baggy. I really like baggy pants. I don't like skinny pants because I'm tired of them. I've overused them. They're overdone. Oh wow. Yeah, I tried to make I decided like Hallie and Carmelite look too similar still, so I changed the skin color. I wanted it to be more diverse. And look at him. Wow, that's some beautiful skin right there. Mwah, chef's kiss. Since I was doing Toxicity, like his hair was originally blonde. I didn't know what to do about that. I didn't know how I felt about that. I tried purple. Because he's like Toxicity. So Toxicity for me, when I think of like poison, then I think of like green and purple. And I went with that until the very end. But you can see like that right now doesn't look that great. I'm not really feeling it. But I wanted to make sure I didn't exceed like I was like, where should I put the white? Because I wanted to do like green, purple, and white. I was struggling here a lot. Like, oof, it was. I like those shoes. Those shoes look great. So I was like, okay, what if I keep his hair white? And I made the shawl green. Yeah, I kept the shirt purple. Made the pants white. And that's what I ended up going with. I don't know what color I made his eyes. What color did you make his eyes, miss? Oh, look. They're green. I'm so sorry. But yeah, and he looks cute. And look at that group. Wow. So now we're going ahead and designing the... Oh, no, we're not. I tricked you. I forgot to add his ombre. He needs his ombre on his pants. There we go. Oh, nope, I didn't like it. Gotta make it drippy. Yay! Okay, so now I'm going ahead and designing their little creatures, the ones that bless them with the powers. Because this is their transformed forms, by the way. If you guys want to see the civilian forms, I'd be more than willing to do that. But yeah, this one I want to base off the dragonfly because, you know, they gotta look related. And so I decided they'd give you like these little circles with like their own almost accessory sort of things. So this one looks like a little bug and has like cute eyes, and wow, it's adorable. For Virtue, this one is, they all have like the same color schemes because I designed them after I designed the person, the people. So it's blue and it's got these cute little teal eyes, and it looks kind of sad. Nope, just kidding. Oh wait, that looks kind of, yeah, it looks sad. It looks sad, but that's okay. And this one is the chaos one. I really wanted to go with like that pigtail idea, so I made it like kind of like a spiral. For Virtue, it was the halo. This was a spiral, and it's like white. It's white and black. This was probably the one I like the least. I'm not really proud of this one. I'm not proud of Hallie's design either. But yeah, this is, I mean, like kind of happy because chaoticness is just like joy. Like this is dripping. Toxicity is the drippy. I'm not really proud of this one either, but it's kind of angry looking because toxicity it's bad for you. It doesn't taste good. Blech. Added your little sparkles and yay! All done. But yeah, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see a part 2 where I design maybe their civilian forms or some of the other side characters or the villains, just let me know. I would totally be willing to do that. And if you like the video, like and subscribe and comment. Okay, bye!